You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Guys, there's nothing like boxing, and there are no athletes like fighters.
Struggling to get to his feet. Incredible thing. It's unbelievable.
Takes another right. Burns in deep trouble again. Burns is down. Burns is down.
You know, you pay him a price, I guess, but the man said I didn't live up there.
What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto, and welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And I just want to say once again, congratulations for the ass whooping that you guys gave all of these casuals, fanboys, Flomos and Pactards, and the other factions. Now, if I forgot a couple of y'all, my bad. Like Mr. Boxing Today, YTBC Student, my bad if I forgot you guys. Karan Bread, my brother. You know, Andrew Senior as well, my bad brother. Dill Town, you know, Out of Control Troll. It's just see the way I made this work, it was with everybody's help without everybody not even knowing. See, every time I told you on my videos that I'm doing my homework, I was doing my homework, and I was basically just roaming around the YTBC. I was doing my homework. I was looking at each and every fucking channel, each and every uploader. And this is why I can speak on the platform of a lot of you fucking uploaders are full of shit. I got a lot of views blocked. A couple of y'all, we bumped heads. Already knew you guys were with the bash boxing agenda, you know. So I had blocked you all ahead of time, and some of y'all, the ones that I clashed with, I had blocked you after we had that bullshit quarrel. You know what I mean? Once I saw that there was no way of trying to extend, then I said fuck it. And then the ones that remained were the ones where I was like, okay, well, they're on the same page I am. So if you guys want to call it an agenda that I had, well, fuck it, because we all had the same agenda. The thing is that I just made it work. You see, things got a little crazy for certain senior uploaders, you know, pioneers, and a lot of guys wanted to leave and shit, and you know, of course, me being a follower of theirs as well as they were, you know, into my videos as well. I just had a little plea, you know, don't go, because it's not done. This shit will be finished, because I seen that it was coming to an end. It was only a matter of time, you know. I mean, it's simple. The plan was simple. You know, the plan was simple. A lot of you guys were giving the fighter from Vegas props, right? And basically, you were saying the same thing I was saying after you saw the fuckery. So what did I do? I started to filter shit out. I started to filter. If you're listening to me individually, the uploaders I'm speaking to, your channels, I started filtering, you know. Then about maybe, you could say about a month before it all ended with all these fucking trolls, right? Once it all ended, I started a campaign where the real uploaders had to start watching out for the real uploaders. And then I started talking to the followers and you know, the fans, and they too were like, okay, yeah, definitely, we're gonna start protecting, because they too did the work too. So each and every subscriber on your channel and subscribers on my channel, you know, and on other uploaders' channels as well, I want to say thank you to you as well. You know, you guys most definitely put in your work, because you started defending, you started coming up, and you did your homework, and you know, and I'm glad you guys took heed to that. You see, so we cleaned up the YTBC, whether some want to believe that or not. Of course, like I said, there's gonna be debris, but that's all it is, debris. The traffic, and everybody has left me comments noticing this. You know what I mean? It's like we're going at this like a guy who's fighting someone who he knew he had to fight hard, and he's just swinging and swinging and swinging until somebody comes in and says, hey, look. The guy's you beat him to a fucking pulp. He's not even responding anymore. You know what I mean? And then you're like, holy shit. You know, it's okay. Overkill. Hey, there's always room for that. We could use a lot of overkill. You know what I mean? So it just came down to the point where once I started talking to the followers and the subscribers and the fans, and you know, they did what they did, as well as the uploaders as well, started defending each other. Then, see, this is why some of you are like, get the fuck out of here, Jeff. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Well, you guys, if you don't know me out of YouTube, you can ask RFN Boxing Network. You can ask Andre Lewis, Karan Bread. I'm in a lot of boxing forums on Facebook. You know what I mean? And on social media as well. So I'm out there constantly debating, educating, elevating. You know what I mean? So just basically then, I did say I was a movement. Now we're all a movement. And it worked. You know? Now I want to talk about phase 2. Now that we have all the room in the world to be creative and drop the videos we want to drop without hate, without anything like that, there are no more excuses. So now let's just focus on cleaning up the sport. Now, I'm going to say some things you guys are not going to like. But usually shit like that is the truth. It's the real, and it helps you survive. So here we go. In order to clean up the sport, this is what we need to do. I'm talking to the uploaders that are decent channels, like Raf, okay? ADM Boxing. You know, he has a great series, okay? It's called The Journey. You guys got to check that out. Now, what I'm saying here, the reason why I threw them out there is, if you uploaders are traveling and you're able to get interviews, this is your responsibility to the sport, bro. This is what you guys have to do. If you're down with hashtag come back to boxing, if you're down with the YTBC, it's a new agenda for the YTBC. Oh, it's a new agenda. And everybody that has put in the work to destroy all these trolls, you know, you cleaned it up for a reason. So now it's time to put that reason into motion. So now it comes off to this now. You know, we have to, when you're out there and you're able to get an interview, ask the real questions. And regardless, if they get up and they either A, insult you, or B, walk away, keep the fucking video rolling. Show the world exactly how. And show these fans how they really look without having anything covered up, without having anything manipulated by press. No, it's raw, it's in depth, it's you. If they're gonna act like that, well, all you did was ask a question. But you can show the world. See, this is what happened with the prize fighter from Vegas and the rest of these fighters that are going to attempt to do the same thing. You see, the media is not going to ask those questions. You know why they won't? Because it's not going to sell propaganda. You know what I mean? It's not. So if you make it your own and you happen to get whatever boxer catching a fucking bitch-tude, an attitude on your lens, oh man, you get to show that to everyone because all you did was ask a question. So you must have struck a nerve. So that's something they must be ducking. That's something they must not want to be. So that's what it is. You see what I mean? You have to put them out there. You have to hold these fighters, these promoters, and managers, and trainers, everybody that's involved with the sport, you have to, and I repeat, you have to hold them up by the standards that they're putting themselves up in. You see? You can't sell me a fucking lie. You can't promise me the world and the moon. Shit, I know what it is. Obviously, you guys know what the fuck it is. If you're hearing my voice, you know what the fuck it is. So the uploaders, ask the real questions. Okay? Another thing. Let's not claim false witness, man, to these fighters. Let's not do that. Example. Shit with Ward and GGG. Now let's be realistic, man. Ward is not a middleweight anymore. Nor is he a super middleweight. 173, 172 is not fucking super middleweight. Now, rehydration clauses, if you want to put them in there, whatever, 175, fight night, right? So come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on, let's stop it. GGG's unifying and doing what he has to do. Now, call me a dick rider, call me whatever you want. It's just facts. And you guys right away, since you don't like what you're hearing, and I'm talking to the rest of the debris of trolls that are out there that happen to run into this fucking video, you know what I mean? You know, you're gonna remain biased because that's all you know. So then it just comes down to the case of, damn, GGG is doing something more than Ward. So then let him, right? Because what you guys like to do is you like to argue and you like to, oh, but I'm saying though, he's not doing nothing. What has he done? Well, he's unifying. He's trying to unify. Fighters like Lemieux trying to unify. The Gale, they trying to fight. Motherfuckers like Andre Ward taking nothing away from him, but you also got to see he's only riding on the Super 6, and you fucking guys out there that are fucking being biased, right? And fucking ignorant of the fact you guys are just keep rolling with that shit and rolling with it. Just like when Roger Mayweather said, you know, not Roger. That when Floyd Senior said some shit about that you know, Pacquiao was on steroids, and you guys kept rolling with it and rolling, and there was no refutable evidence whatsoever, no type of evidence whatsoever. There was none whatsoever, and you guys continue to roll with it. But and then when Tom Hauser came out with some shit that's really, you know, you guys, man, you got to stop it. You got to stop it, because you know, like I said before, and what was said before, the man's reputation was spiff. It was spiffy. It was clean. He still is a respectable reporter. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and you guys can't be ignorant of the fact. Shit, had the shoe been on the other foot and it was any other boxer, even Pacquiao, you guys would have went crazy, snapping jokes, doing what they doing to Floyd. Did it to himself. I said it before, man. No one takes away from the prize fighter from Vegas the way he takes away from himself because of the way he acts and the way he thinks and his fucking mouth. It is what it is. But anyway, you know, let's not bear false witness to these fighters. Let's give them the props that they deserve. And if they present themselves in the ring with high standard credentials, then we give them the high standard praise. But now if they're coming with that bullshit, where they're coming with a high standard quality talk, but in the ring all they're doing is fucking revisiting their past of watching Barney and hugging and shit, then we don't need that, right? So let's be honest. Let's just, you know. Now this shit where fighters like Cuban style fighting, you know, or being evasive with the let's just say it. Let's get it out the way since we're doing it. The hit and not get hit theory, right? Okay, so since that's there, okay, you guys can't be one-sided now. Okay? The same thing that Floyd did to Canelo, Landy Lara boxed him the same way, right? So because Floyd had that performance sort of overshone by Landy Lara's, you guys, the fanatics, you know, you guys went and tried to degrade that man. You tried to take away his credit, man, where it was due. And I don't understand that. A lot of motherfuckers didn't understand that. It's the same thing, right? Right? Taking credit away from Landy Lara and just giving it to the prize fighter from Vegas. Come on, guys. That's crazy, man. You guys want to brainwash shit, but you guys will wake up and see how fucking stupid you look as time progresses. Like I said, by late 2017, competitiveness comes back to the sport. It's starting now. Baby steps. These fights that from Top Rank and these fights from Golden Boy, it's gonna be off the meters, bro. Woo, it's gonna be off the charts. So this is why you gotta support shit like that by doing what this is, what I am asking, what I am saying. Let's get it together, guys. Let's not just make videos and fucking complain. Let me keep it real with you. You know what I mean? Let's not just do that. And then fuck around and say and keep blaming the fans, and the fans keep blaming us, and then fans blaming themselves, and then they keep going into no, the power's in our hand. The pay-per-view model is still out there. Television is still out there. So we control the dial, we control the dollar. So we just need to act upon it together. Man, I said this before, man. The YTBC, us, we a bunch of bad motherfuckers, man. You know why? Because we get in-depth information and interviews that these media outlets can't get to. You see what I mean? This material that we're giving and we getting and sharing and uploading, and so then why not organize it? You see, I forgot the name of the uploader that's out there, but I was the first one on YouTube to start the fantasy fights by using Fight Night. And now they're having live streams and trying to make it part of the YTBC. It's okay. It's okay, because a lot of, and even the big guys, and I'm happy that the big guys and the guys that are very relevant within the community know who innovated that, which was me, J.Cotto. So, all you guys already know how I respect this page, and if they don't thank me or anything or holler, then you guys know, fuck those guys. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you guys had made something and innovated it and nobody was shouting you out, they'd be put on check. It happens now. But anyway, I'm just saying, right? So let's not bear false witness. Let's to these fighters, let's give them the props where it's due. When things happen, like robberies, let's just say like Mauricio Herrera, 2 robberies, man. Those were major wins, man. Against Danny Garcia. And correct me if I'm wrong, Benavidez, right? So, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? He beat Lundy on the inside. Now, a lot of guys that followed the prize fighter from Vegas were saying Lundy won. No, he didn't. Mauricio Herrera right now, and I know him. We speak, we debate. When I had my blog radio show with Shandu Logan, and by the way, we're coming back with that very, very soon. Very, very soon. We're coming right back with that. Boxing Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what we're calling it. But it's going to be called Pugilist Specialist Radio. But like I said, man, we're going to have, when we had him over the radio, I mean, I've kicked it with Mauricio Herrera and talked boxing, and this is why I know a lot of in-depth shit as well. You know what I mean? You guys got to understand that he has the sickest inside game right now since Duran. Whether you guys want to like that or not, go back, look at his tapes. That's why he fights on the inside a lot. He knows he's got to get his outside game intact. But he's got a great entrance, and he's great on the inside. Neighbors are fighting. Real life in Florida. Check it out. I'll give you a sneak peek. I don't know. Some crazy shit. But, yeah. Anyway. It's hilarious. Life. Anyway, shit is fucking crazy. Shit is crazy. Especially when it comes to doing this boxing shit and trying to Mauricio Herrera, when shit like that happens, injustices, we got to speak up. And especially if you're out there, uploaders, whoever you are, that are able to get, interviews, and you guys got to definitely step it up and ask. And then if you're able to, if you're close enough, man, interview some judges. Nobody does that. You don't be innovative, man. Open your mind. Hashtag come back to boxing. Come back to boxing. You can fight it. You guys can fight it. It's here. It's there. It's a movement. It's there. It's part of boxing. I'm sorry. It's there. But it's there for a reason. Now fucking use it. You know what I mean? Go up to the judges if you're able to. Speak to them. The promoters. The managers. Talk to them. Put them on camera. What they gonna do? Try to fucking beat you up? then you know what? I guess at that moment, it's time to, what, step it up on your friends, your homies to hang around you if you got fucking an entourage, right? So that's what you do. Yo, come with me, man. I'm trying to get this. And let them motherfuckers try to, hold you down while you try to get your info. They got security, you got security. Fuck that. See what I mean? So it's like if you guys are out there, dude, you gotta step it up like that. Don't just have it just to have it archived in your fucking, you know what I'm saying, in your fucking playlist, so that way everybody could just look at it and say, oh shit, look at this guy. He got into, because the viewer, the subscriber is going to feel jousted on the fucking, they're gonna feel very, 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 very deprived of the interview, because you're not asking about the shit that happened in the sport and what's going on in the sport and what happened to them, and can't be scared to ask those questions. But we already passed that, but we got to keep it like that. Then we have to do more collaborations with each other. You know, when I was first out there, when I first came in the door, I was alone. But then me and Thunderdome hooked up. Thunderdome Boxing. You know what I mean? You know, me and Thunderdome hooked up. It was a dynamic duo for a good 2-3 months. You know, in the YTBC, making noise. Then we split ways. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing, I'm doing mine. But I'm still hashtag come back to boxing. That was me. You know what I mean? And I kept it like that. So you need to do more collaborations. If you got the money, get a Blog Talk Radio and get people from the YTBC on there. Push the YTBC. I had mentioned in the video, mission accomplished on the casual ass. Right? I had mentioned on that video, man. There's a lot of uploaders that are trolls, and they swear they know boxing, and they do a little history, and then when people like Andrew Sr. step it up on them, they don't want to fucking, you know what I mean? They don't want to debate. All right, well, whatever, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Andrew Sr., like I said before, Andrew Sr., his channel, it's all about debates. Anybody who has a debate to go get off their chest, out of their basement, hey, that's the floor. I've mentioned this before. Andrew Sr. is a cool dude. Let him know. Inbox him. Yo, we want to set up this debate. He'll hit you back. Could be the same day or maybe an hour from there. Yo, Andrew Sr. is the man when it comes to that. See the man. More collaborations. Second plan of initiation. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm mentioning. More collaborations. And when y'all talk, y'all, you know, everybody hits the subject of what's not going on in boxing. And about the matches, of course, and everybody talks about what's going on in matches. See the boxing voice? Ness, B, you know, when the Mayweather, you know, prize fighter from Vegas era was coming to an end about early this year, they got a little crazy. For me, they switched up. So I stopped listening. You know what I mean? Because they were being very biased. A lot of listeners. And I you know, I have debated, not even debated, I've had a lot of talks with guys who used to listen to them and stopped because of the bias that was going on, and you know what I mean? And now it's all of a sudden, you know, so it's like when you get your radio station, make sure you talk the truth and you stay unbiased. You know, you stay neutral when it comes to, you know, subjects of matter. You know what I mean? Like, gotta tell the truth, man. Then, back to what I've mentioned as well, you've got these guys that are starting to make videos and criticizing channels. Now, the only dude I know that does that, and he does that well, is Ghetto Superstar, and he does that well. You see, it's an awesome vibe, man, the way he does it. But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the guys, and I'm not gonna say any names because in these days, motherfuckers are bitches. They like to sue, right? You know, and I'm not about that. So that's why I don't. That's why I don't mention names unless I have to. But I don't have to in this case because you guys already know. Especially the people that I've talked to, which are a lot of you guys, right? So it goes like this. They're making videos, being very biased, and talking and talking and talking and putting down and negativity and I don't like what he's doing and saying, and listen, it's not for you to do that. No wonder they're stuck on like 200 and something subscribers, and they keep fluctuating. Their subs keep fluctuating. That's not hard work. That's you using other people's fucking name and their credibility and their body of work so you could try to get ahead, and it don't work. It doesn't work because they wake up eventually and they're like, look, fuck this guy. But you can't be going out there criticizing people, making videos when there's something already in motion, and especially with the older heads, that's already a motion, that's something, it's a movement, it's working. And that's the way they like it. That's the way they're trying to keep it. That's the way we're trying to keep it. So that's the way it stays. Why would you want to fuck something like that up and bring it back to an era where everything was worth shit? I'm not going to let it happen. You know, I'm not going to let it happen. I know in these videos, I hold my own when I have to. After that, I'm not inviting trouble. I'm not welcoming it. But if I have to, I'll handle myself over these videos if video beefs and shit like that. And it's not really worth it. You know what I mean? So this is exactly why the phase 1 had to be done. And it's almost to a close. And now phase 2 has to begin. So the things that I have said already, you guys have to just initiate them, bro. Initiate the fucking plan. So I don't have to tell you how to make videos. You guys do what you do, but just tell the truth. You know what I mean? Captain Punch, piece of Captain Punch as well. You know what I mean? Tell the truth. You know, you guys out there, you know, while making videos, you know, just tell the truth, because that's what we're here for. You know, we can't make shit up. It's not the way we roll. That's that. That's phase 2, man. You guys already have, I'll repeat it again, single-handedly fucked these fucking ridiculous casual fucking factions up. So why not start phase 2 and we clean up the sport now? So that way, when you hold them up to the high standards they're putting themselves on, the fighters that is, they have nowhere to run, especially from the fan, the people who pay them, people who get them the pretty fucking cars and houses, right? You know, expensive meals, and you know, so we've got to do that. So phase 2, man. Hashtag come back to boxing, everybody. My name is J.Cotto. Thank you for joining my fight page. I've got more things coming for you guys. God bless. Good night.